guys, welcome from me, Challenge Manager 0102, the 7'Up Challenge Part 2. It's been a while since I've done any update on this. It's been a while since I've played any CM, but I've played a big amount on this particular game in one hit, and I didn't want to play any more because I wanted to do an update on it, and this is the first chance I've had, because I can tell you it was quite a glorious first season for Liverpool. If I'm truly honest, it has to go down on record. It was my finest season ever in season 1. So it all started, you may recall, back to when we lost the Shield against Man United on penalties, and we were doing well. We were doing really, really well, and you're getting the gist of what's going on here by looking at those cups. The League Cup final, we exited on the final stage on penalties. Leeds beat us, but we won the league and we won the FA Cup. We won the Champions League. Absolutely everything went to plan. We played with the two up top, and although Shearer weren't available for me, sorry, I should say, I brought Alan Shearer, which is ironic really, because remember I did a video player profile on Alan Shearer, and he's a fucking gem, isn't he? He really is an absolute gem. Let's take a look at where we're at. So Alan Shearer, yeah, he wasn't ineligible for the Champions League, but what a player. You know, if it could go right, it did go right. Now we didn't finish the season unbeaten. We did lose a game. There you go. We lost to Arsenal 1-0. But I think, you know, I'm trying to think. When did I lose my first game? This was a close one. We lost the first leg of the Champions League 4-1 by Munich. I was quite pissed off with that. Gave out a few fucking slaps. But we beat them 3-0 in the second leg to go through. And we beat Wolves in the final of the FA Cup. Oh, there it is. Leeds 2-1. We lost there. So, absolute glorious first season. And it'd be fair to say, you know, we deserved it. So we brought a lot of players. We got some players when the window opened. Because I'm going to up top, Constantino arrived. NDI arrived. Remember there's that trick about getting around the work permit when you don't give them 35 grand a week? Well, I pulled both of these two players here. Riyadh, the Egyptian, NDI. They both arrived, and it's when you get them when the window's about to open. We brought Maido. Ayala was a big signing. Cristiano Doni, Miliski. You know, we really went to town on players. But, do you even know what I'm going to say? Now, if you're clever enough, you may have worked this out already. But you'll notice, right, that Liverpool are not coloured in 3 games into season 2. Yes, we left Liverpool. A job came up, and the way I read it is, you know, I wanted to realistically have 2 years at Liverpool, but I managed to do what I wanted to do in the first season, which was win a title. The Champions League was a bonus, FA Cup, so, you know, the domestic treble. The double, so the treble. So, we have left Liverpool. Let's have a look at who Liverpool have lost, they've sold. Since I left them, now I sold McHugh and Christian Wall, Carragher and Mexes. Now I did sell them, so obviously I don't remember selling. I did sell Torino West. Yeah, no, tell a lie. I do remember selling these. I brought Anelka, and then they've sold him to Leverkusen. I brought Anelka over the turn of the season, so they've already sold Anelka. So they've sold Anelka, Barsom, and Tommy Smith. Are you ready for this? Ready for this? Who am I the manager of? I am England. I am England. Ericsson got sacked. You know there's more to come here, don't you? Because you know I've also got a new job domestically. So I'm now the new manager of England. We've had a good opening couple of games against Iceland and Albania after they got knocked out of the World Cup in absolute disgusting fashion. And provisionally, that's my setup. Alan Smith and Michael Owen. Tommy Smith I brought in. Scholes, Barnby. Barnby did really well for me at Liverpool last season. A strong central defence. Goalkeeping is probably my weakest. Are you ready now for who I am? Go, there you go, Paris Saint-Germain. So we moved to Paris Saint-Germain. I think their manager retired, I'm sure he must have. And what swayed me to Paris Saint-Germain was they won the title last season. So they had no manager, so I'm guessing he retired, whoever he was. And the job was available. Man United was available as well. But PSG, I don't really like the French football, if I'm truly honest. I don't like that one purchase after the window shuts and shit. But I thought, let's get it out the way now. And they weren't in. Well, they were in Europe last season. They got knocked out of the Intertoto Cup, so they technically weren't in Europe. And they went on to win the league. So we are now the manager of Paris Saint-Germain. You may have already gathered we've bought a player from Liverpool, Arb Gabarsam. I didn't want to let on when I went to that. We have brought a lot of players because they needed a big fuck off overhaul. They had a real shit squad. Let me just see when it was that we signed, and I'll get an exact date for you. So there you see, yeah, it's the 29th of July, we moved to Paris Saint-Germain. 25th of July, we took the England job. I did apply for it. I openly applied for it. And also, what I also looked at was my manager's stats. I was obviously... Oh, right, okay. Hang on. Okay. I was going to say, I don't think you have a reputation in two countries. But clearly I do, because in France, I'm Paris Saint-Germain, and in England, I'm England. So I'm world class, all nations, I'm third. So yeah, Roma got thrashed in the Champions League semi-final quarter-final last season, I think. Let's just see who they got knocked out to, because it did catch my attention. Yeah, Lazio, of course, and we beat Lazio. Look at that, Lazio overturned a 3-0 deficit to win the second leg 4-0. We beat them in the final, so great stuff. So we've had a bit of an overhaul over at Paris Saint-Germain. Didier Domi has gone to Everton. Now, who was the other player that went? Obviously, we brought Anelka. So this is bizarre, because so we purchased Anelka at Liverpool, and then they sold him. And they've also got Diomede, who we sold to Paris Saint-Germain. We are going to stick with the same setup. Ronaldinho is going to be my main man up top. And as you can see, 4 games into the season, we are looking good. We are looking good. I'm confident to do France this season. Just want to have a good Champions League run. And as you can see, we have got our Champions League opponents. Newcastle, Milan and Dynamo Kiev. We are keeping a close eye on players at Liverpool that are interested in us. But we really did build them such a good fucking squad. It's unbelievable. We even brought London. I had that deal arranged. I'm sure. Yeah, I did. So they've not brought... Who's the new manager? David O'Leary. So I wonder who got the Man United job. Let's have a look. Who's that guy? So he was manager of Boca. Alright, okay, whatever. Oh, I see. He got... Oh, I see. They'd already... So O'Leary must... Oh, I don't know. O'Leary normally gets a Man United job, doesn't he? We have brought Laurent Blanc. Now, you may question, why the fuck would I buy Laurent Blanc? I needed a central defender, and it was desperate measures. We have got a little bit of money still to spend at Paris Saint-Germain, but we can't do anything until the window opens. And I say a little bit, it's not going to get as far. They already had Canu in. Ronaldinho is the main man. Barson was doing really well. He's really built for me. He did at Liverpool, shall I say. But what can I say? It has to be my best season ever on CM. And I ain't just saying that. You know, let's be honest, right? ODB, English Premier League, you're looking at Man United, and next best is definitely Arsenal. So for me personally, it was an absolute fucking monster season to win the league, the Champions League, and the FA Cup. The League Cup, I mean, penalties beat me to the quad, which was fucking shit, really. But so I weren't sure about the England job. I didn't think I'd get it, to be honest with you. But I figured if I'm going to do this, I want to do it all. So the England squad's an interesting setup. We'll see how we get on. Kieran Dyer, Steven Gerrard, both my main central defensive midfielders. Michael Carrick, Nicky Butt's on the fringe as well. Beckham was injured. He weren't available to play in the last couple of games. Kevin Phillips. I don't like Kevin Phillips in real life, or I didn't, shall I say. But I picked him because he did well for Sunderland. So that's it, guys. The 7-Up challenge continues. Our new formation, I'm looking for a name on that. I might change it yet. But this 2 up top thing is working for me on my 3-man game. I'm going to do an update on that in a moment. But it works for me on the 3-man game. So I thought I'd give it the benefit of the doubt. And we're looking good. Let me show you one guy quickly. This guy, I think he starts in the game. Rudy Haddad. Absolutely fucking amazing. 2 starts, 3 subs, 8-0, 3 goals, and he's 16 years of age. So, assuming he does start in the game, I might be wrong on that. I don't know if he starts, because he may have been promoted. But what a fucking player. What an absolute great player. The one thing I haven't done is I haven't gone through contract expiries yet. and I'm going to really need to go through that. So another interesting thing, I should probably do, I already got Blanc on a 1-year deal. So Makud, I sold Makud to Paris Saint-Germain, funnily enough, before I took the Paris Saint-Germain job. So that's that. So that is that, guys. Anything you want to know about this crazy 7-Up challenge, let me know. Wouldn't it be good, right, to go full circle, and with it being a 7-Up challenge, end up at Man United. Start with Liverpool, end up at Man United, going across the 7 countries. Let's have a quick gander at the 7 countries in question then. Let's see who won the German League. Bayern Munich, shock, fucking horror. Bayern Munich won the German League. You couldn't script that shit, could you? Barcelona won the Spanish League. Atletico Madrid was available. They've just been promoted, but opted not to. Let's have a look at. I think I've gone for. No, I didn't go for. Okay, I thought I went for Belgium, but clearly not. In Holland, PSV won it. Okay, let's have a look at. I think the main countries really. The main countries are always the ones that I've gone to here. Milan and Roma. Yeah, Roma took that. So let's see how we get on then, guys, on the next session that I do. But until next time from me, take it easy.